Welcome to One Love Travel. We here, man. We just doing podcast stuff for now because we gotta save the bread. Because I want to go back to travel, but I want to do the right way because I enjoy traveling. I enjoy being comfortable when I travel, so I want to go with as much money as I can, and I want to make sure home is covered, my bills are covered. So for me, I like to pay my bills 3 months in advance. I like to just have everything already situated because I do not work in the summertime, so I like to cover everything so that way by the time I get back into the States, I'm not worrying about anything. So I'm not traveling right now. I'm putting on pause as much as I would love to and I want to and I can. But, we got to do it smart, fellas. We want to enjoy ourselves in these countries. We have to do it right. We want to do it smart. We don't want to, we don't want to be out here traveling broke. And what I wanted to talk about today was like the girlfriend experience. Like that's the reason why men like us, we all traveling. You know, most men they travel for different reasons. Like sightseeing. Like girlfriend experience. Some pay for play, a wife. It depends on what you want. But the water is your oyster. You can get whatever you want out. Like whatever you want. So it's all different. But I think you have to be true to yourself, and you have to be true to the girls that you are talking to when you go to these countries. Don't sell them a dream. Let them know what it is off bat. Like, hey, I'm looking for a girlfriend experience. Hey, I'm looking for a wife. Hey, I'm looking just somebody to hang out with and have fun with and chill with. Because you will meet a good girl out there. Quote unquote good girl. What I mean by good girl is she could tell you she's a good girl now, but you don't know that. You don't know how she lives. Girls change all the time. They used to be a bad girl. They go to church. Now they're a good girl. So, but a decent woman. Just be honest with them and tell what it is. Like, hey, I'm looking for somebody to just have to have fun with, or I'm looking for the girlfriend experience. When I come here, I want you to treat me like I'm your boyfriend, like we in a relationship. I want to go out, I want to vibe, I want to enjoy my time here with you. All about being honest with the girl that you want to have time with, like just be honest with them, let you know what you're looking for. And for me, I want the girlfriend experience. I want to go to these countries. I want to enjoy being with a woman, spending time with her, enjoying all the benefit a woman has to offer. I like to travel. I like sightseeing. I like, the food. I like the beer. I like just the whole environment of being in those countries. But, I like to go there for the girlfriend experience. Have a girl come over to the spot and have some good time with her. Man, we have to be honest with ourselves that will cost. It's gonna cost you something. You want the girlfriend experience. I think a lot of guys think that they can go to these countries, Latin America or Asia, like you're not gonna go, you're not gonna spend money. You're gonna spend money, man. If you're gonna get with a woman, you're gonna spend money. Like there's different ways. You might go you might get her for an hour. You pay up front and you like, hey, I'm done with you after an hour. You can go home. Or more like hey, I got you for the day. It all depends on what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I like the girlfriend experience. I like to have, be with somebody when I'm there for a couple of days. I enjoy that. Like for me, I think when it does, it's not become enjoyable anymore. Is when like that person kind of get nagging. I'm stuck with them the whole time, and I don't want to spend the whole trip, with them there. Like, let's say I'm there for like a week or 2 weeks. I might want to spend like, one girl. I'm with her for like 2 or 3 days, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Now I want to be by myself. Not necessarily I want to be with another girl. Like I just want to be by myself. I want to make my own moves. I want to, that's why I'm there. Man. I'm not in a relationship in the state because I'm not in a relationship in the state because I'm like, yo, I have my freedom. So I don't want to come to another country where there's a plethora of beautiful women to be stuck with one girl the whole trip. Like unless the vibe is right, then it is what it is. We riding. If the vibe's right, she's a cool woman. Like what I'm saying, like it's a good vibe. I'm like, we kicking it. I might vibe up for 2 weeks. It all depends. How she treat me, how I feel around her. Then it will determine if I stay and hang out with her a little bit more and bring the mic closer. If I stay and hang out a little bit more. So it really depends on the woman, like, what kind of vibe she's on. But I think for us, a lot of men that we go to these countries because we want a girlfriend experience. We're not going because I think there's this misconception that, black men or just men, period, are going to these countries just for pearls, just for pay for play. That's not the case, man. I think a lot of us want attachment. We want somebody to enjoy and spend our time with. We might not necessarily want something long term, but we want someone to fill that void for us, right? That maybe we're not getting here in this country, or it just the girls there are a little bit more feminine, more fit, more, not I'm not saying yeah, they more that, but it just costs. It costs you. It just I what it is. We can afford it. Let's just say call a spade a spade. A lot of us here, if we in the state, we can't afford certain type of woman. You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest. I admit that to you. We can't afford certain type of women, as a man, unless you're making you in a certain bracket. Because you hear these women all the time tell you they need a man that's making 100,000 over. They're making 150,000, or if you don't have discretionary fund, you're not gonna be able to keep up with these girls. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want that kind of vibe that you will get like in South America or in Asia or these other countries, you can't do it because you can't afford it. Or you're gonna be able to dish out like when you're in your home country, can you dish out $1,000 on a weekend? No. But when you go to these countries, it's like you dishing out $1,000 that weekend. For you, you're like, nah, I'm only spending $300. That's not a big deal. But in that country, $300, that's their monthly salary. They make that in a month, and you spending that on a weekend or one day, or a day and a half. So that's a big deal. That's a lot of money that you're spending. So of course you're gonna get a girl that's gonna be in your program. Of course she's gonna be fit. Of course she's gonna be beautiful. You're gonna get the upper echelon of women there because you spending money. You go in a nice restaurant like they never dream about going to those restaurants. So you taking them there. Like last time I was in Colombia, I was going from restaurant to like I went to a rooftop, I went to this other bar. Like I know Shorty ain't really been moved like that. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as I know, she ain't moved like that. So imagine you there now and you are doing these things with her. Of course she's gonna let you vibe at the end of the night. Of course she's gonna want to spend the whole week with you because the whole week you're gonna take her to places. You doing an excursion with her, things that she would never dream of doing, or maybe will take a longer time for her to do it. She'd have to save up. You doing that like of a drop of a hat is nothing for you, you know. And that's what men. That's what we go there. We go to these countries. We are paying for that girlfriend experience. We paying for that vibe because that's the vibe we're looking for. That's what like that's what I enjoy. That like I go to these countries because I'm paying for a girlfriend. Like, when I'm here, all I focus on is work. I pay my bills in advance. I pay all my expenses. I focus on work. Elevating and make more money. That's what I focus on. So when I go there to have fun, I go there to play. But at the same time, I'm not gonna sell women a dream. If I say, okay, I'm serious about her, I'm like, I'm serious about you. Like I want to vibe with you. Like I see a future with you. From that point, I already state to that woman like where I'm at. It's up to her if she want to go ahead and proceed. Because I told her this is what it is. But I'm not gonna be that type of dude that's gonna fight for you. That's gonna be chasing. I ain't gonna do that. I'm not doing that. If once I tell you this how I feel about you, and I say we're gonna go ahead and do this and do that, I have the plan. If you don't want to follow along, go ahead, man. Go about your business. It's no big deal. It's so many more girls out here. Like back then, I think when we was younger, it was like, God, I'm not gonna find a woman like that. I'm not gonna find another one. Completely false, man. There's so many other beautiful women here that's willing to go ahead and get on with your program, and then that's the reason why I want to go. I want to go to these countries, man, because I like the girlfriend experience, man. Like even if I gotta pay for it, I mean, you gotta pay for it. It's okay. Now it all depends. What can you afford? What kind of girlfriend experience can you afford? You know, they all depend how much money you got, how much money you came down to vacation with. You know, did you come with $1,000? Did you come with 500, 300? Did you come with 2 grand? Or you're gonna go back to that country, or you're gonna go visit her. She might hit you up like when you get back to your home country, like she need a little bit of help, or you're gonna be able to send her some help. Be like, oh, here's $100, here's $50, or you're gonna be able to do that. Because let's say you really like her, right? And you want to keep her on the roster, you might have to send her $50 or $100 here once in a while. You might have to do that. And I'm not saying, you have to do that all the time like you a simp. You're sending her money every month. But once in a blue, you be like, oh, here's $100, get your nail done or whatever. Go, his or if it's Christmas time, be like, oh, here's $100, get you some clothes, get you some present, or whatever. Things like that, small things. And hey, then she's on the roster, she's staying there because what, when he come back, I know he's gonna treat me well. I know we're gonna have a good time. She's gonna keep you in the. She's gonna keep you on. She might have a whole dude, but she'll still keep you in the roster. She'll still keep you like, yeah. When he come, I want to go vibe with him because my boyfriend now is not doing those things that he's doing. You know. Now I don't agree meeting up with girls in these countries and they have boyfriends because that's too dangerous for me. So I don't like to play those games because first of all, this is not my country, and I don't know what type of dude you with. I don't know if he's crazy and I don't know where he at. I don't know nothing about this country. So I don't want to be dealing with a woman that got a dude. You single or I'd rather go pay for play. I'd rather just say, hey, let me get some of your time. I don't want to deal with all that mess. Because I dealt with women here in the States that I had to deal with that. So I don't want to deal. I don't want no crazy dude pulling up on me, trying to, X me out or delete me because, I took their girlfriend, whatever. I'm like, nah, I don't, I don't want to deal with that, man. you know. So I want to enjoy my life. I want to spend, I want to have a good time in the country I'm in, and I want to have a woman to enjoy that with. So if it's gonna cost me, $50 a day, whatever X amount extra to enjoy that with her, because by myself, some of these countries, I could probably spend like maybe $40 a day on drinking, going out, eating, and everything, right? Because I'm not a big drinker when I'm in these places. I usually buy like a small bottle for my room, and when I go out to the bars and stuff, I'm drinking beer. Maybe I have a shot. So I usually drink mostly beer. So I'm not spending a lot of money. I'm not one of those guys that go out into South America or Central America or these the Caribbean and pop bottles. I don't do that. Like I can't drink a whole bottle by myself anyway. Like so I'm more of a like, hey, I have a few beers, I have a shot, I'm good because I already pregame before I got to the spot already anyway. And I've been drinking all day, man. I'm on vacation, so I've been drinking beer all day. So I've been drinking all day. So there's no need for me to go to the club and pop bottles and I'm just tired. Nah, I don't want to do all that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to do all that, right? But I want to enjoy myself. So I'm like, okay, if it costs me $50 for myself to enjoy myself per day, so I'm like, okay, if I add, the girlfriend experience to that, okay, that's another $50. It might not be necessary $50. It might be like $30 extra, for the girlfriend experience because I got to feed her, I got to do all this. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's not that expensive in those countries, so it might cost me $70 a day to vibe to have a good time. And that's not gonna be every day because you're not going out every day with with her. I might be in all day and just go out that night. So your budget that night might be like $40, $30 because it depends on her. She's not really big drinker, like because most of the girls in South America I met, like I've been dealing with, they're not really big drinkers as like girls here in the states. I think girls here in the states drink more, like they drink more here than I think what I've dealt with. I don't know, but what I've dealt with, I feel like the girls there, like they'll drink beer. They won't drink heavy liquor. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll have a shot, whatever, but they'll drink more beer. Like more like kind of lightweight stuff. Where here the girls are drinking tequila, they drinking brown, they drinking heavy, they drinking a whole bottle, smoking hookah, they getting lit. You know what I'm saying? So it's not as expensive. But for like having the girlfriend experience and spending like 100, let's say less than $100 a day, bro. And that's like really on the high end. That's really you going to a nice restaurant, you eating at a really nice place. If you messing with a shorty that knows her way around the country, right? And she knows the spot, she knows where to go eat at, where the bars at, like where the local spots at, that's like safe, and you now spend a lot of money, bro. You can spend $30, bro. But that's a chick that's like really that's rocking with you. She's not gonna be like, oh, nah, let me take him to the bank. Let's go to this expensive restaurant. Let's go to this expensive bar. Like when I notice a girl try to do that with me, I'm like, nah, I don't. I said, nah, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go to. Don't take me to no tourist trap. I don't want to go to a tourist trap. Take me where you normally would go eat at, where you normally go out at. Now, don't get me wrong. We can do a nice bar here and there. We could do a nice restaurant here and there. I'm not being that cheap now. But don't try to get me where it's like every time we going somewhere expensive. Because I don't even rock like that in the States. I don't do that in the States. So let alone I'm going to this country and I'm going to eat at fancy restaurants and I'm blowing through my cash. No, no, no. I ain't trying to do that. Especially now because I want to travel more countries. I want to do more countries. Like I'm gonna have to dramatically drop my budget down, right? In order to be able to afford and do different countries and drop it down. So with that saying, I enjoy going to these countries for the girlfriend experience. I go there. Part of the reason I go there is for the girlfriend experience. Like I said, when I'm here in the States, I'm on monk mode. I'm focused on work. I don't go out on dates. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not really gonna see me like hanging out with girls like that just because I know what I'm focused on. Because I know as soon as I get a girl over here, she relationship or just dating, then I really like her or we vibing and she be like, oh, what do you do? Whatever, blah. Oh, yeah, I travel here in the summer, and she gonna want to go with me to these countries. She gonna want to go with me to Colombia. I don't want to take a girl to Colombia with me. That's violation, man. That's a sin. That's a passport sin right there. You doing, man? Bringing fish to the beach, to the ocean, bringing sand. Come on, bro. Not about that, man. It's just I want to enjoy myself. I want to be able to go to these countries and enjoy the beautiful women that they have there. I do love Latinas, so that's why I go to South America for right now. Central and South America. Those are my spots. I enjoy going there. I enjoyed just the whole vibe of it, man. But you gotta stay safe, man. You gotta enjoy yourself. But the girlfriend experience for me, man, I enjoy that. It doesn't have to be anything permanent. If it gets there, all right, cool. But I want able to enjoy Central and South America before I really say, you know what, I'm gonna settle down with this one. Not to say it won't happen, but you gotta be cold in the beginning because I almost got caught up recently with a chick, but she ended up being, just another talker, just trying to, get money out of me. Because you'll deal with that. You'll deal with girls that they'll say, yeah, they really like you, they love you and shit like that, but they're just trying to hustle you for bread. They want to turn into a Western Union poppy. They want to get how much money can I get out of this sucker because he think I'm in love with him or whatever. How much money can I get out of him? You know what I'm saying? Like, because they gonna come up with emergencies and shit like every week they got an issue because they know you like them, so you feel bad. You're like, all right, I help you, but you gotta be cold. You gotta be like, nah, I ain't got it. See if they stick around. That's what I did with Shorty, right? I just started telling her I ain't got it. I can't send you money for like 2 months, and she showed true colors. She went missing. She tried to keep up at first. She tried to keep up, right? She was hitting me up here and there, and then she go missing. And she came back. Oh, I'm sorry, this happened. I was like, yeah, it's cool. I know what time it is. It's all about. It's okay, guys. That's what I'm saying. I ain't mad about it because I know what time it is. It was a girlfriend experience, and for a girlfriend experience, this is what you got to pay, right? But she wanted me to keep that experience going for her, even while I'm not there. I'm not in the country. She still want to be able to, okay, hey, I know you're not here, but I want to keep that lifestyle. You gave me that weekend you was here, or that week you was here. I want to keep that lifestyle. So send me $150. Send me $100 here. Send me $75 here, because I want to be able to. Now I'm used to that lifestyle you provided me. I want to keep it up. Listen, fellas, if I was going back and forth to Central America or South America or these countries, I'm going back and forth and I'm going to this country frequently, I'd be like, cool, I'll send you 75, I'll send you 50. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm there often. I'm, hey, babe, get this for me, get that for me, or do this for me. When I pull in, you know what I'm saying? I pull up on you, you know what time it is. But if I'm not frequently visiting and I'm just sitting, I'm like, nah, man, it doesn't work that way. So let's talk about this, man. You guys, let me know what you guys think about the whole girlfriend experience. What's your experience with it? Like with dating in Latin America. What's your experience? With dealing with pros or dealing with, the girls that's trying to scam you out of love, or just like the girlfriend experience. What's your experience? Let me know in the comment box. Like, subscribe, share, and we'll go from there. I appreciate you guys. One Love Travel. We're gonna drop traveling videos very soon, very soon. But right now, I need to get the paper up, get my money right, and I appreciate you guys. Like and share.